What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
Today we're talking about Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episodes 5 and 6, The Door, and...
Hodor's gone.
I don't know the other one.
Blood of my blood.
Blood of My Blood. Did you notice I was dragging that out
Yeah,
to try to think of the name of the episodes?
Did you notice I wasn't helping?
Yeah, because you're a dick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just start off with the end of it. And I know you got your notes going through it, but like, let's just start off with Hodor.
All right. He held the door.
And
Yeah.
okay, now let's go back to... No,
So we warned you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really know. Abby told me about it because she went ahead, like, I don't know, a month or two ago. And she was like, oh, wait till you find out how Hodor got his name. You're really going to cry. And I'm like,
Oh,
all right.
wow.
That's all she said. That's literally all she said. So I had no idea.
Well, yeah,
you know,
I mean, a normal person would get a pretty big... That'd be like, just wait till you see Jon Snow get stabbed a bunch and fall on the floor. He'd be really sad.
no, but this was like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
Oh, so he already forgot.
He's
So,
like,
yeah, so
I can't remember yesterday.
I definitely did not recall.
I
And then-
recall...
It was just really confusing to me. Like at first, because I'm like, wait, this doesn't make sense. So like, I really had to sit there and break it down. Like,
Oh,
in my-
God.
So break it down.
Yeah, break it down for us.
Come on, MC Hess.
Break it down for me, Hess.
It just didn't add up because like they're time traveled or whatever, and when they were young, and then he's like, you know what I mean?
No, you didn't say anything.
They traveled when they're young.
No,
And then-
Bran is
It's
back
Bran.
in time.
Bran.
Bran is
That's
back
probably
in
why it's hard
time.
for him to understand it. He's like, Bran, time child, became Bron, and...
Okay, so
Yeah. So Bran is back in time. All right, so he's there.
Time.
And then he can hear, kind of like how he said father
Yeah,
or whatever.
to Ned earlier, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he did hear him when he said father. That proves my theory there. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're the
one
only
for
one that
one.
had that theory.
hat in a thousand.
He's patting 1,000 dudes.
Okay, but what does that have to do with Hodor?
No, because he's getting there. He's at Hodor heard.
But what,
and,
so they're there, and then in real time, like he takes over he goes in his body
Mm-hmm.
back in time, and is controlling his body in current time.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
yeah, that's how we took it kind of the first time watching it, too, because I just listened to our podcast we did before. We looked way different then.
Yeah, Jerome
It was
didn't go hair.
It was different people.
40 pounds heavier.
He had 40 people in him. But how I took it this time is Bran worked back in time to see Willie, and he could hear everybody talking and all that, and then he worked into the future Hodor, and the young Willie was just hearing that shit, and then that's what always caused him to say, like, 'cause he was hearing voices in his head saying hold the door, and he's like, what the fuck, and then like seized up and freaked out. That's how I took it this time. Is that how you took it, kind of?
Sort of. I kind of take it as Bran. See, I don't. When you say Bran went back in time, I guess theoretically that's true.
That is true. He went into the past and affected Willie, so he time traveled.
But
Just say it, bub.
it's not about the time travel. What I'm saying is it's almost like he's going back to, but he's not seen by people. Like,
Right.
like if I go
Yeah.
back to 1984 and I'm talking to someone,
Hey, that was
they're
the year I was born.
That's
That's dope. That's a good year.
great year. If I go back to 1983 and kill Hess's mom,
Oh, and then we never
Wow,
have this
Ted.
podcast.
yeah.
Ted Bundy over here. Jeez.
So I wasn't gonna bite her. So but
Unless
what I'm
she
saying
asks
is she
for
would
it.
see me though.
Yeah.
They-
Well,
they
that's
would
I
see
think.
Bran.
See, but the way
So to me,
Maybe.
the way I'll get past you on this is
I like how you guys you talk and
I
then
mean-
you talk and then I try to and then you guys interrupt me. You don't let me finish my thought. I think it's I think it's almost like he's watching a movie.
see, and I was gonna counter that. I think that's just how you time travel in Game of Thrones, because everything has their own different things. I think in this, he's the three-eyed raven. They can time travel, and people he's just there to witness things. But then because he's special, he can affect certain things that were always meant to happen.
I agree, special. I'm not saying he doesn't time travel. I'm just saying that like it's to me it's there's something about it that's different. It's more like he's just watching, not traveling.
So it's like he's at the pearly gates watching a movie of his life before he was alive.
That's just how I take it. I'm not saying
No,
I'm
I know,
right.
that's
See, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
also you don't watch a movie of your life and you hey dad, and your dad goes what?
Well, but that's true.
Because if I'm in the theater watching a movie and I yell something, the people in the movie don't hear me.
But like no one's going, hey, Three-Eyed Raven, what's up?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, and I think that's what fucked up Willie is he's just hearing voices and shit, and then it made him seize up and start saying Hodor his entire life.
Yeah, and then that.
But I
gift
think
he
it's
sent
I
was
think it's also
horrible.
because Willie, like I said to you, was a little messed up before. Like I think if it happened to this situation happened to Ned and he heard it, he would just think it as a weird day. He's walking through fucking Winterfell and heard some voices, but because Hodor was already a messed up giant, it messed with him more. I think, and caused the situation to happen.
Part of me feels like he saw what was happening too.
Maybe.
Like when Bran was watching it, was somehow when he warred into him, he was seeing what Bran saw.
See, but
too.
we never once saw Willie do the little eye thing and be like warped into.
No, but why else would he freak out about hold? I mean, if someone just said, "Okay, yeah, you know, in 40 years you got to hold the door," like that doesn't make you freak out.
Well, I think it was all the voices yelling that, but I don't know.
I feel like that would like fuck with you a little bit, don't you think? Like, why would this person tell me in 40 years I need to hold the door?
Well, but no
Like,
one,
you might not freak out.
It wouldn't make you play a guitar in the fucking middle of it.
Yeah, that was funny, but fucked up at the same time.
I mean, it's not like I created it. I just found it.
I know.
See, but I don't think because like now no one actually told him, hey, you're gonna hold the door. He just heard the voices of that.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I think
it was like the birth of Hodor and the death of Hodor at the same time.
Yeah, and I think part of him feels that and the only way to feel it is to be part of it. Like I think when Bran was looking at the past and being in the future and working into him, because he's in Hodor's mind, I feel like Hodor was in his mind, and so young Hodor saw what old Hodor saw, and that's what fucked him up.
See, I
could be wrong.
I did
I'm
think
not
that
saying
at
I'm
first,
right.
and then I talked to you about it, and you actually talked me out of thinking that earlier. So it's weird that you thought that, but I don't think Willie knew what was going on, and I think that's why he's passed out. I think he had no clue and was confused and freaking out. I don't think
Maybe
either way. Because I think it was Bran inside the Hodor, like holding the door. So like, I don't think Hodor knew anything about this entire situation.
So he just went into like shock.
No, because that's not true. Because if you think about it, remember when he kills that guy? Hodor was all fucked up when he went into Hodor and killed him. Like,
yeah, but that wasn't that after the fact when Hodor like woke up and realized he killed the guy. It wasn't during it.
no, yeah, it was after.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think like this. But he knew it. But he can't. The only reason it's after is because Bran was in him.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. There's no right answer.
So like you think like
I mean, there's a right answer.
Yeah.
We just don't know it.
So do you think like when Bran works into him, like say like when he works into owls and other shit like that, like they're kind of taking a backseat, almost like in Get Out, they're like in like the quiet place or whatever, whatever.
I do.
In the back. Okay, I can see that.
And it's easier to do animals because their brains are smaller.
Oh, look at you, fucking putting down animals.
No, I think that's like.
No, yeah, it's probably true.
I think that's like Game of Thrones knowledge.
So he's not getting into an owl now. He's going Hodor.
No, go who?
Oh
At this point, we're past the end of the books, right?
We were past the end of the books when Jon Snow got stabbed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna ask what the book said, but
Yeah, because the
I
books would
remember-
probably
I thought
explain
we
it
were
very
past.
well if, George R. R. Martin would fucking get off his lazy ass and write those.
He wrote this.
Yeah, who fucking cares?
Not me.
I know, we bought it for you for Christmas. You
I'll
dick.
read it, you dick.
But see, that like, I really wonder like how if he'll explain that good or if he'll just kind of do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like what, like, or like if he will change that or like what goes on. That's the stuff that like I'm not gonna read them, but that's the stuff I'm curious about when it comes out, and then I could watch a YouTube video or read an article that says the differences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because then I'll know. I'll be like, because then it might even explain some things about the show and all that.
I've given up on him.
Yeah, I think most have. Especially because then you start doing that sci-fi show, and you're like, why are you writing a sci-fi show when you could fucking be writing Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I mean, it's his life. He can live it how he wants.
No, he has to live it to the fans.
But that doesn't mean I have to take it. Now, to me, the show is more important than the books.
Yeah.
That crossed.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I feel like a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people are probably like, well, fuck it. I mean,
yeah, it'll be interesting how what the
he
book
couldn't
sales
get
are
him out
like.
before, so now, like, you know.
Because there's two that need to come out,
What
right?
is he going to do? Go and just write the opposite of everything that happened?
Well, I mean,
I mean, theoretically, he's already, like, has the ideas. So, like,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, he said he's close.
You think more people are giving up on the books that have read the first 5? Because I feel like I'm in
Marsha has. She
Yeah,
read him a while ago
Yeah,
and
but
gave up.
she didn't read the last one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She gave up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, people that are into it, that read all 5 books and then watch the show, you don't think they'll read the next?
Well,
two
I
books?
think there'll be a lot of people that will, but I think
they will probably still.
I think
read
there's a
them,
good
but I don't
some.
think they're like, itching to fucking read them because the show's here. The show's gonna fucking tell you what happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I know I've talked.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
I've talked to a few people that I know that are into the show that have read the books like I have, and they all thought I was fucking crazy for not caring. about the books.
Really?
But see, here's the thing: like, if another book or books, whatever it is, comes out, I feel like you'll want to read them just to fucking find out. Like
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
So
I don't care.
You're not even curious to be like.
But see, I think you would. I think you will when and if they come out.
That's true because
maybe
to
George
be on
R.
his
R.
point,
Martin already has them written, and like as soon as he dies, they're to be released. Like,
well,
6
no,
months
I
after
think
he
I
dies.
read that he's going off to a cabin right now, like to isolate himself
Is
and
it
write
in
him.
the woods?
Most cabins
It's
are.
all-
It'd
it
be
could
weird if
be-
it was
it
a
could-
cabin in the city.
It could be fake news.
Could be.
He could have them all written already, and like I said,
But to be on Hess's side about you wanting to watch it.
I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, what am I gonna say?
Just like Westworld.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
everything always comes
But you
back
always
to
say,
Westworld.
fuck Westworld. Westworld can suck my. Oh, it's on. Man, this show's great.
That's not true either.
No, it's not true exactly. But you're not interested in Westworld until it's on TV. So I don't think you'll be interested in the books until you're on your Kindle going, oh wow, they brought Jon Snow back. And like
I already know they brought Jon Snow back. That's
not
my
in
point.
not in the book.
Yeah.
He could be dead as Ned.
doornail.
Well, if I do read it, I'm not telling you to fucking shit.
Well, I don't need you. You're not going to be the only one that reads the book. So I can find out
I'll be the
elsewhere.
one who doesn't read the book.
You'll be the only one that's going to have my shit on your chest.
Jerome will figure it out.
There's a lot of shit on the chest today.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Were you listening to Biggie?
Does Biggie shit on people's chests?
It's in one of his songs. I think it's in one of his songs, and then there's like rumors that he had Lil Kim or somebody shit on his chest or something like that.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Or
not
I'm sorry.
cool, but
he
interesting.
shit on another girl's chest or something.
Oh, did you hear about that?
Yeah, I just heard him say it.
You motherfucker. All right, take us through the episode, you
Good
fucking
stuff.
jackwagon.
All right, so we all agree that Hodor is dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, I think we can. At least we can all agree that Hodor is dead. Until.
I don't know.
Or is he a White Walker?
Every
No,
time you say
'cause,
Willie, I think of Willie Nelson.
You know what's funny about that Willie thing? So you know how
This is pathetic.
you know how like two episodes ago.
This is pathetic.
Yeah, you know how 2 episodes ago when we learned his name was Willie, Nick goes,
Yes.
"What you talking about, Hodor?"
Wow.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
No,
So-
he doesn't even remember it.
I don't remember that.
He's like, I don't listen to the podcast. I don't pay attention when we do it. I don't remember.
But he said that like 2 episodes ago, maybe last week. I don't remember when we did that. I listened to our podcast from 2 years ago when this episode aired,
Said the same thing.
and I said the joke to him, and he made fun of me for it.
Yep.
Wow.
It was like Freaky Friday or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you guys touched each other's dicks and
So has it
swapped
gone
places?
too far when we're redoing the episode of Game of Thrones we've already talked about and making the same joke in like the same videos?
Yes.
Okay.
So see you later.
All right.
Should we just quit now?
Yeah,
While
probably.
we're still
We'll forever
Well,
hold
we're-
our peace.
kind of ahead.
I don't think we're ahead.
We've never
No?
been ahead.
Okay.
All right, take us through the episode.
All right. So it starts out. Sansa goes to Molestown to meet with Littlefinger.
Yeah.
Is this when she sneaks off to meet him?
Yeah. She sneaks
I was
out
highly confused.
about.
I thought
I thought he was
I
frozen.
missed-
So did I actually. I was
I
highly.
was highly confused.
I thought I missed something because I don't remember. Like, she's just there and he's just there, and I'm like, what's going on? Where are we?
Yeah, I think it was a little between the episodes. They both went on a journey.
She got a raven from him. He, like, I think it was the previous
summoned her.
Previous episode, because then she's
Is
like,
that what?
or maybe it's the beginning.
I remember her opening the thing,
and it had his.
They don't tell you
his
what's
little,
in it.
No,
I don't know their goddamn crests.
It was a mockingbird.
What did Hess say that his crest would be?
A dildo.
We talked about this before.
I did not say that.
I think I called it.
I think we made a Random Rambling highlight. I could find out. He said something weird about it.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't remember the crest. So yeah, so we're it comes on and we're watching.
You couldn't figure it out?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where are we? I'm like, where are they?
What show am I watching? Is this Walking
Where's
Dead?
Omar?
I knew what show it was, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Because they didn't show anyone travel. They didn't show her like walk out the door. Maybe they did.
Maybe they figured you could figure that part out on your own.
Yeah, clearly not.
So 5 minutes. No, I'm sorry. Like 2 minutes in. Like they only played like the map and the trailer and the song.
The intro, yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck is happening?
I was lost for. I think a lot of it was I was just really amped up to watch this because you guys told me like this is a big episode. So like I was,
Do you agree it was a big episode?
It was. I thought it was a big episode. I mean, because
for sure,
the whole time they're like, trying to escape the fucking tunnel or whatever you want to call it, and then they're all the little. I did think the little fucking.
Oh wait, hold on! I found it.
Dildo.
Wow, that's hurtful.
Sorry, it just came out. I don't know what.
That's
See?
hurtful.
I'm sorry.
Only if this. That's what you said.
Oh, and that's when he pulled out the big pink weight.
Your family crest. What would your family crest be? Yeah, a dildo.
Oh, it's replaying. So that was from episode 19 of Random Ramblings. If I can go back, I can find the exact moment, and I can find out what Hess's crest would be.
I think it's a dildo. We said it 3 times now in one episode.
No, but so to finish my thought here, when I didn't know if he was going to get out of it. Out of the tunnel, Cause,
we're talking about Bran.
Yeah, because I'm, in my head I'm going, well, I mean, I assumed he is still alive, but I wasn't certain how he was going to get out of it. So. And then, Willie Nelson shows up playing the guitar, and he holds the door. So
that was the worst analogy. No, yeah.
Wait, hold on, I found it.
That scared me for like a split second.
He pulled out that dildo.
If you had a pink dildo like handy, that's not good.
No, it's not. It's just a 5-pound weight. That's all.
That's what he calls a dildo. 5-pound weight.
Yeah. I don't know what. Maybe like an elephant, probably.
Oh, an elephant.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I love elephants. We've talked about it before. Recently.
Yeah. Elephant wouldn't be
Well, so you called it a dildo twice. Well, that makes sense that he would do an elephant.
Oh, I thought you guys said dildo.
I didn't think like logistically for Hess. I thought he'd be like some scrotum or something.
You know what? Me too. I honestly thought he was a cock weasel. Something like that.
Yeah, cock weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something, 2 words that don't go together, but then you put them together.
Like a cock holster?
They sound good.
Yeah.
And they sound original, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you started watching True Detective yet?
What? What did you shoot as active?
Have you started watching True Detective yet?
No. I thought you said Shooter's active. That's why I'm like, what?
Last night in the episode, a guy called a vagina a cock holster. Hess is falling down. Hess is falling down! Jesus fuck. Did you hear that at the end? Jesus fuck.
I have a candle propped up my phone.
Did you hear her when it fell down?
Jesus fuck.
I don't know how this phone pushed over a goddamn handle.
I don't know what's worse, that like it did that and
Like,
he didn't notice and we did, or
I really didn't know it was going.
I just see Hess going.
Like when we do this, I watch your guys' faces. That's it. Like if you're talking, Jerome, I'm watching you. If Nick's talking, I'm watching Nick. And then I just hear, oh, there he goes. And there it was.
Well, our perspective, we watch you, and all of a sudden it's just like, Jesus fuck.
I want that
That'll
as a
be-
text tone.
That'll be funny to
Jesus
that'll be
fuck.
funny to watch.
Oh my god. It's never good when I'm crying like 10 minutes.
We're
in.
22 minutes into this. I think we're still in the opening with Sansa.
Oh yeah, it's the first note. We haven't even talked
Yeah.
about
At least we can skip Hodor in the end.
we literally was like, yeah, Sansa went to Molestown. You're like, I was so confused. And
Yeah, it really was.
so anyways, Littlefinger summoned her, sent her a scroll. So hey, bitch, go to Molestown.
Bran came with her.
Yeah, and then
She was very assertive and like
she's
not
she,
necessarily bitchy, but like blunt and to the point. Like fuck you, eat a dick. You know.
Are you-
I thought it was
are you
cool
quoting
how
her there?
She, like,
well, so what do you? So here's the thing. He gave her to Ramsay, basically talked her into going there. Ramsay
Right.
raped her, hurt her, fucked
Right.
with her,
Yeah.
right?
and then he's like, "Hey, I know everyone. Chaos is a ladder." Oh, did he do that to you? I didn't know he
Yeah,
would do
I like
that.
I like what she said. I don't remember exactly, but it was like either you knew and you're like evil, or you didn't know and you're stupid.
and I don't know which
And
one's
I-
worse.
Yeah.
I liked how she was like, "What else did he do to me?"
Then
Oh, and then he's like,
he's
yeah.
like, he hurt you, and she's like, well, yeah, but what else? And he's like,
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like when she said it still hurts and I can feel it right now. And I was like,
yeah, that was
okay, I don't even know
that's
that.
big graphic,
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
but it gets the point across.
can you go sit in the snow or something? I don't know.
Gross. Why would that help?
I don't know where it hurts.
Could be a butthole.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That would, help a little.
I don't know what would be a
Maybe.
better text on Jesus fuck or just Hess going could be your butthole. Like, oh, I got a text. You know, I was thinking because like we have
Did it hurt?
we have ads now on our
Oh.
audio podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's gonna put an ad on this podcast where we talk about people's buttholes?
Hey, Sansa brought it up.
That's
Dude
true, I
wipes.
guess. That's
Dude
true.
wipes.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want dude wipes, go watch Game of Thrones and help Sansa wipe her butthole.
You should tweet dude wipes. Be like, hey, looking for sponsorship? We got a great podcast.
Yeah.
Where
Hess.
But-
He censored himself there. I don't know how he did that.
It's because we were talking about
Yeah.
it.
Um,
That's
if,
how many-
the
if
dog
we get,
barking was throwing me
if
off.
we got a sponsorship from like butthole wipes, would you do the sponsor like the ad while
Absolutely,
wiping
why
your
not?
ass on the toilet?
I don't give a shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
yeah.
there you go. People dare him to do it.
Tag dude wipes when you retweet this. Tag dude wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe.
And maybe.
That's for his read. Maybe.
cut out the part where I sound like a fucking meathead.
Dude, we're 22 minutes in. It would be like a minute-long podcast.
No, I'm just saying, like, if he did like a little, random clip, can we shut the dog up? Holy
I
dick
think
balls.
Angela's
And it's
home.
like,
Are you really talking about a dog? That'd be like me
It's
having
just like-
Pringles in here and being like,
No. What about his?
yeah,
yeah.
it's squeaking. Yeah.
He literally put
Oh,
subtitles
it would
on
be.
your dog.
It would be nice if Angela would just get the fuck inside. Oh wow. Oh no.
Well, maybe. Almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
No. What were you gonna say? I forgot. Oh, whatever.
No,
We
I
could-
was just saying if you made the little 1 second, like a minute and a half clip of that little conversation, saying that I would do the
I think you're
commercial,
onto
and
something
then-
with the 1 second clip.
Yeah,
Butthole.
and then tag dude wipes on Twitter. Maybe they'll respond.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Hey,
would.
get in touch with us, Pleeka.
Yeah. We'll wipe your asses.
Or you can do the oysters, clams, and cockles.
Oysters, clams, and cockles!
I don't know if that's gotten enough play. Have you?
Yeah, I don't
have
know.
you used to? Are you done with that one yet? He even put it. What did you put on the end?
I
of?
gotta.
The
gotta
end of our
find
vlog,
something
I
new.
think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it
you
was
will.
on the end of the vlog.
Yeah, I was.
Gotcha.
I watched it. Yeah.
I was gonna tell Hess he should send us and not tell us what it is, and I'll put it in no matter what to our next vlog, which comes out as of filming.
Alright.
As of filming this tomorrow, do something random and film it that lasts
Tonight.
at least 10 to 20 seconds. Just something random and weird, and I'll put it in.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight or tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow morning, whatever,
Alright.
and get it to me,
Alright.
and I'll put it in the vlog no matter what.
All right.
I
I'm just
think
gonna send
someone
it
is
to you,
attacking
and
him.
I want Nick to be surprised.
Okay,
All right.
It's gonna involve poop.
probably it's gonna scare me.
What?
It's gonna be him testing out his
Did
dude
you really
wipes.
just say what?
Did he?
I was trying to make you guys think I froze.
I
I
did
do
for a
good job?
second.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's really good at just like standing still. He must watch a lot of Jurassic Park.
Meanwhile, we haven't gone to the second note yet.
Yeah, we're almost 30 minutes in.
Oh well. Let's see. I have no idea. Oh, so
I was gonna say you said it's the second note. How did you lose it? You said it's the second spot.
yeah. Well, because I don't know what I wrote. What the fuck did I write?
Oh god, we're at the portion of the podcast where Nick can't read his own
Oh,
writing.
I guess it's the part where the Waith and Arya are like fighting, like it's Fight Club down that temple or whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
And then after Arya kind of held her own at the end a little bit, like she didn't give up.
And then
and-
she got pushed over. That's when the dude walked in, right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and that's when she gets the
Word that she can kill her.
what? She gets the thing to kill the lady.
Oh, the lady in the play. Yeah.
Yeah, her name's Lady
okay.
Crane.
Yeah.
And so she Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
She oh no, I just heard the door shut.
Oh.
Like, really, it took you that long to come in the house?
I know.
So then she watches the play, and she's like into it. But then Ned comes out, and just Ned's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. What did you think about the play?
I mean, I think it's kind of funny that they would do stuff like that, but I guess it makes sense. You know, obviously that was their entertainment, so they didn't really have
Yeah.
Netflix and everything. But yeah, I could see how like that would.
They didn't have Netflix in Game of Thrones.
No.
No, what I liked about the play is that it's the story of what we're
It's a
watching.
parody.
Yeah.
It's sort of a parody.
It's weird because like there'll be something true and then like something slightly wrong.
But yeah, so like Ned's a dumbass, which he was a dumbass, but it's like taken a little far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrion's the bad guy. Joffrey's a good guy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like their
It's
views,
just all wrong. Yeah. All
but
misconstrued.
they don't know that the crowd is
Right.
like cheering when Joffrey does something and they're booing the Tyrion. It's just odd to see.
Yeah. It was
Kind
cool
of
to.
like Hitler.
What's it?
Yeah.
Did Hitler?
So, I mean, if you think about it, this play is teaching them, or what they think is teaching them. So, like, they're all dumb people. They're just dumb. They believe, right?
It's just a play. I mean, it's not.
I don't think the play is
It's
teaching
not
them.
their
I
leaders.
think it was.
They think
It was.
it's true,
It was
though.
the Lannisters and everyone else that taught them this, and they're just watching it because they're like, oh yeah, this is what happened.
It was like they did a play on the King of England and we watched it, but they had everything wrong and we were cheering for the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where Hitler got involved.
It reminded
cut that out.
it reminded me, which I think you brought it up when we talked about Thor Ragnarok, when they do that play and it's Matt Damon and the other
that
Hemsworth on there.
It does remind me of
It's
that.
similar to that.
So Bran gets the vision of the Night King being made. What would you think of that?
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I wish there was more to that.
I do wish there was more of that. Like, who the fuck is that guy? Like, what
Yeah.
Stark is he? If you say Bran, I'm gonna punch you.
I mean, we don't know that till next season, but it's a possibility Bran could time travel back and get stuck inside him or something. I mean,
You know what?
the three-eyed raven. Now I can freely talk about it because Hess knows that shit.
Yeah.
The three-eyed raven. You know how he always mentions, "Oh, Bran, you're gonna get stuck somewhere if you're there too long."
Yeah.
That's where that theory comes from. So like people think he time traveled back in time into the Mad King, and that's why the Mad King wants to burn everybody. And then that didn't work because Jaime killed the Mad King. So then he time traveled. He goes back even farther to try to stop the Night King from being made, and then gets stuck in the Night King.
See, why even have time travel? You don't need it.
No, but I mean, if it's his story, then it does need it.
His story.
Like, I mean, if that's what right?
That was my Public Enemy imitation. I think.
I mean, none of those. It's not like I'm telling you facts. Those are just theories.
Yeah, that's like Bernard being a host.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's just a random thought.
Here's-
I think those are cool.
Here's the thing: if you get stuck, say you go back in time and you're in the Mad King,
Mm-hmm.
but you're in there too long, and you get stuck in there, and then Jaime kills the Mad King. Do you die too?
Well, yeah, I think then you die. Yeah.
So then he didn't get stuck in the Mad King.
Well, no, he
was
doesn't get
just
stuck
like-
in the Mad King. He was in the Mad King and trying to burn them all, like to burn all the White Walkers and shit. Like, but it didn't work. So then he goes back even farther, supposedly, into the Night King.
And then he gets stuck in him, but then he's rolling around with two people.
Yeah,
I say I can't.
he's
just
rolling
can't get
around
into
with
this theory.
a different Rickon and
I
his
can't
new
get into that
Hodor.
theory.
See, I like that. There is some plot holes, but that's because we don't know more information about it until they tell us.
Yeah. All right, so then we have the King's yeah, whatever, you guys don't know. Euron is Euron and Yara want to be king.
I don't like this part.
Nobody likes this part. Do you like this part?
No.
So here's the thing. Yara probably deserves to be king, in my opinion. The brother that comes and kills her dad probably deserves to be killed.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody wants him king, so now he's going to be king or whatever. He plays an important part in the future. He's going to be in it from now on for a while.
Yeah. He'll turn into Tom Hardy later on.
He a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
But I don't like their story.
I don't either. Every once in a while, something kind of cool happen, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll get it. Nope, still not into it.
Yeah, so, I mean, basically they have this thing. They think Yara's going to be king, queen.
Well, he kind of is right now, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, so then he's like, no, I'm going to be king, and you don't have a penis. So then they leave, steal all the boats.
But you may have a nutsack.
They all live happily ever after.
No.
He did say that, yeah, Drew.
So, and then Jorah...
I thought maybe that just storyline might die.
Well, eventually, I think, hopefully.
I mean, eventually everything dies.
I think hopefully the Iron Irons will wash up and just...
Oh, and then they become fucking Atlanteans, and they're like Aquaman.
Instead of White Walkers, they're White
Oh,
Walkers.
yeah. Khal Drogo comes back.
Yeah. It all connects.
Wow.
You do have an imagination.
I do.
So Jorah says his goodbyes to Daenerys. Did you cry?
Absolutely 100%.
Are you okay? Not sure what happened there.
No, I did not cry.
He's like,
well, 100%. I cried.
so he
For the 1 millionth
That was
time.
my Clint Eastwood impersonation.
That was
So
horrible.
How was it? Was that horrible?
Yeah.
But for the 1 millionth time, he's like, hey, by the way, still have it.
Other one.
Yeah. Check it out.
It doesn't have to be specific.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I got some shit on
But then
me.
she was like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, she's like, I command you to fucking clean that shit off, you freak.
Couldn't he just cut his arm off?
You'd think so, like
Right,
before. That's what they do in like
Yeah.
zombie things. You give it in the leg,
That's
cut your
what-
leg off
that's what-
before it spreads.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know
Cut it
how.
off.
I don't know how grayscale
I think
works.
it might be in your blood.
What if you got grayscale? It's not. It's on your skin.
Yeah, but it might be in his like veins, no?
But then wouldn't it go everywhere? I mean, I'm not sure how the
It,
body
it,
works.
So
it,
if he-
it,
if
it
he-
eventually does.
If he touched someone with
But
his
from
other
his-
hand, would that affect him?
What if he jerks off with that hand?
And then while he's jerking off, his penis is getting all scaly.
And then, but would it get harder?
I think.
So if
I think
he
that's.
would
I think
turn to
that's
stone.
obvious. Yeah, it'd be like stroking a lizard.
Yeah. So he's got the stone cock.
Stone
Yeah.
cock. That's what we should call him from now on.
Stonecock. I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Jorah.
Stonecock.
Yeah, see,
Jorah the Stone Cock Martin.
Come on down.
You're the
Clank.
next contestant on The Price is Right.
who's Martin?
I don't know. Jorah, what's his last name?
Mormont.
Mormont.
Oh yeah, Jorah.
He called the wrong Jorah there.
Jorah.
Eh.
So, and then Tyrion brings the new Red Priestess to where the fuck they are, the temple.
So is this
that's
bitch
a
old too?
new lady?
Is this?
It's a completely different person.
Yeah.
What?
Remember, I texted you.
It's
this.
not. It's not. Melisandre.
Did you?
It's not.
No.
I did. I was like, wow, they fucking got a new whole goddamn fucking lady. It looks nothing like her. Weighs 25 pounds heavier.
I think she was smaller.
I think she was smaller, actually.
Really? Maybe I don't know.
He was.
What
The fuck was that?
I don't know what that was.
But so is this girl old too? Like, if she took her necklace off, is she like a wrinkly old little
Yeah.
hag?
Well, I saw she
mean-
had the necklace and
Yeah.
everything. So, yeah.
Her stone didn't look as nice.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I didn't, I assume so.
So all
I don't know how long she's
all
been that.
re-
If she turned it yesterday, then no.
And then
But
you
she
s-
seemed to know what she was doing.
You said that one dude was one of them.
Poor connection.
Motherfucker, every fucking podcast.
Just,
Well, he's connected. I'll ask you. You said that one dude was a Melisandre.
he's a red priest, yeah.
He's a Melisandre.
I mean, that's not their
Is,
name.
is he an old man? Like because he doesn't have a necklace.
No, he's just.
So like when he gets
Maybe-
112, is he gonna put on a necklace and become a young dude?
maybe become a young woman and have boobs.
Can they do that? Can they become different sexes?
I have no idea. I don't think so. I was joking.
Oh. I'm gonna Google they're red priests. Red priestesses.
Melisandre might be like Yoda, and then maybe this one's
and
Luke Skywalker.
this one's Yaddle. No?
No. Don't. Whatever.
They're red priestesses. Priests?
Priestesses are the women, and then he's just a priest because he's a male.
Can they marry you?
This isn't fucking here.
This isn't Catholicism.
Beric Dondarrion is his name. I don't remember. So she brings this priest who you thought was Melisandre for some reason.
I did.
What do you think?
Looked just like her.
Do you think they beamed her up from fucking the wall?
That's why I was confused. That's why I asked you, and you go, did they get a new Melisandre, Lady of Light? And you're like, kinda. That's what you said.
Because I didn't know.
So
what
maybe
the
you
I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. That is what you texted me. You texted me, did they get a new Melisandre? How am I supposed to take that? I don't know what that meant. I guess I didn't realize you were asking if they had a different act. You should have said, "Is that a new actress for Melisandre?"
Yeah, that's my bad.
It says they use glamours, which are illusions and can alter their appearances in the minds of others. So does that mean she's really walking around as that old bitch all the time, but just in everybody's mind, they see her as young Melisandre?
Yeah.
What is she, Mystique from fucking X-Men?
You already said that.
You said that last week.
But yeah, she just has a glamour on.
It plays again, doesn't it?
She just has a glamour on that does it. I thought like it was just like magic and she's like.
Well, I mean that's what I think that's what it is. That's the spell is in the necklace.
I guess yeah. I always took it as like she puts it on and like her body transforms, but it's just like a.
When he does that, you gotta fucking zoom in on that shit.
What was he even doing? I was
he was pretending he was a snake or something.
Do it again. I didn't get to see.
I took a drink and it kind of burned my tongue a little bit. A little zing.
We should probably get moving. We're literally 40 minutes in, haven't finished the first episode.
Yeah, we're not moving. He's still. I like he's trying to be sneaky, but it's on you the whole time.
No, I was doing it for Jerome, and then he takes a fucking drink.
Oh, and I didn't get to see it again.
I'm out of drink now.
He edits this, so he's gonna see it.
Well, I asked him to do it
fine.
again. I did ask him
okay.
to do it again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Anyways, so Varys says, "Hey, red bitch,
Say Varys.
I don't trust you."
Fix it.
What? Fix it? What are you talking about?
I was just trying to throw you off. That's all.
Oh, well, it did. So what did she say? But now I'm gonna fuck with you. What did she say to Varys?
Here we go.
What did she say to Varys?
Don't ask me that.
It's not a hard question.
I couldn't tell you what she said to him.
Do you remember what she said to Varys?
No, that's what you're fucking here for. So tell me what she said.
She asked him what he heard when the guy threw his fucking bits in the
Oh
fire.
yeah, she said, "Do you want me to tell you what he said when he threw you in the fire?"
Oh, so you did know.
And who said it? So you got to remind me of this shit, and then I can tell you. And he was all like,
And then she said,
"I'm Melisandre." Shh. No, I don't think that came out of her mouth.
Oh.
No, yeah, but that was interesting that she knew all that.
Yeah,
I wanted her to be
slightly.
like, "Yeah, it was this motherfucker," but no, she didn't fucking do it.
You know what I said to Jerome when she appeared?
What?
I said, "Hey, well, what happens to her?" And he's like, "I don't remember."
Yeah, and
Me either.
I was like, I honestly don't think we see her again. I have no idea.
Don't remember what happens to her. So if anyone is watching this still, I doubt it, and you remember, comment down below. And
Fuck out of here, fly.
It's on your Red
I
Bull.
was like, what is that?
So Bran has another dream, and
I thought he was going to say it.
what?
Well, it's not Jojen.
Oh.
Jojen had a
Oh,
dream.
yeah. That's why I thought you paused for a second.
I think the fly is literally on the lens.
No, it's not. It's over here. But it's really
okay.
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Now it's on your drink.
Well, fuck off, you bitch.
You need a fly. All right, let's wrap. Let's keep going.
Oh,
Let's
and
ignore the fly.
Just so you guys know, the bigger dog, she's a White Walker.
What?
Or not? Yeah, she's a White Walker. She has a glaucoma, so her eye is like fucking white and blue.
Oh my
So-
god. You might want to watch out. She might kill you.
If she bites you, will your eyes get blue?
No.
How do you know that?
What
I
if
mean, maybe.
what if she stabs you with an ice sword?
You want me to? I'll show you her eye real quick.
Oh, that's a little. I'm a little scared to see it. I'm a little afraid.
This is how we
not
breeze
terrible.
to the episode.
It's not terrible.
Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh,
Yeah.
She looks like the guy they were looking for in True Detective.
Oh yeah.
Little white. So yeah, so they're gonna take her eyeball out.
Oh, they're actually gonna take it out.
Yeah.
With like a
Are
spoon.
you? Wait a minute. Are you gonna get her an eye patch?
I don't think she'll keep it on her head, but it would be funny to get.
Yeah,
an
it should
eye
be a
patch.
fucking pirate.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, yes, feed me those dog kibbles."
You know, dogs don't talk.
This will because it became a pirate.
How would a dog bark in a pirate accent?
Roar, roar,
That was not a bark.
roar, roar,
You
roar.
literally said roar,
Rawr!
which is what you say when you're a pirate.
That's good.
All right, so Bran had a dream, and he sees the Night King and a whole bunch of White Walkers outside his place. The tree that Bran starts at, or that the dream starts at, has that formation of the White Walkers, but in like stones that we
Yeah,
never figured out what that means.
this means they're coming, from what I read. But
Well,
There's a
they're,
lot of them.
they're here.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's quite a few. And then the Night King grabs Bran.
yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about when that happened? What were you thinking?
What a fucking moron.
Which one, the Night King or Bran?
Bran.
You think he's a moron?
How's he a
Listen
moron?
to the. Why? Didn't the guy fucking warn him? He warned him.
See,
Don't
but
fucking
the
stay in
thing
there.
is, that mother.
If he touches you, he's gonna know where you're at all fucking times. He'll be easily able to find you.
He did never
Yeah.
said
What
if he touched
happened?
him.
But the three-eyed raven, he always fucking warns Bran. But here's the thing: he knows everything, so he's warning him. He knows Bran's gonna do it anyway, so he's just saying what
What-
he's supposed to say.
What's that guy's name?
Three-eyed raven.
Three-eyed
The
Blan.
old white guy?
Yeah, he's the three-eyed.
He's the three-eyed raven.
Yeah, until Bran.
He
becomes
doesn't
it.
have. That's just what his name is.
That's all we know him
I
as.
could have been Bob.
So
before
now,
that.
so now going forward, we can say Bran, the three-eyed raven.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we
I
won't.
don't even have to say Bran. I can just say the three-eyed raven.
yeah, and we'll know who you're talking about.
It'll be weird though, so don't do it.
Can this fly? Fuck off! He's like attacking
Where
me.
did it come from?
I don't know. We're in a room with the door closed. I don't know how fucking.
I see it buzzing around.
Yeah, it's annoying as fuck.
So you can make another little video. Of just...
I'm sure that'll get a ton of clicks. No, but I think the three-eyed raven knew that was gonna happen and knew that Bran was gonna go there and get him touched, and the Night King was gonna come and kill him with that fucking badass
I mean,
axe.
you would think, but
Yeah, at least that's how I assumed everything.
it's just like he said. He's coming for you. He knows where you are. He can come and
I mean,
get you. And
just like literally the next episode, Bran sees all of Game of Thrones. So the three-eyed raven's already seen all that.
yeah. So then Jon's planning an attack against Winterfell. He needs more soldiers. Sansa talks about the Blackfish having River Run. She kind of lies to Jon where she heard it from.
Yeah.
And we get Bran and Tormund looking at her. That's pretty fun. That's
it
like
was
the
funny.
beginning of
Yeah,
a great relationship.
Oh, do they get together?
No, but it's just
Oh.
awesome.
but them together is pretty funny.
yeah.
I got you.
And then we got all the Hodor stuff, which you don't need to go back over. 'cause
Yeah, we already
covered-
no,
discussed that at the
absolutely
beginning.
not. Episode dose.
Now we go into episode 2.
Blood of my blood.
Yeah, so this
Blood
episode,
in, blood out.
it was a pretty okay episode, but I think the beginning is awesome.
The thing is after the Hodor episode, it's hard to
Top it,
It's
yeah.
hard to, like, yeah.
It's cool that they start back up right with Bran, and he watches the entire series of Game of Thrones basically like 4 times.
Yeah, what did you think of the big flashes that Bran was having when they were like, as they pick up with Mira, like lead him off, and he has the flashbacks. Like, what did you think of?
Mirror.
What do you think of the flashbacks? Like, did you see anything?
Well, I mean, they're not all flashbacks.
no.
Well,
Some of that is shit that you haven't seen that we haven't seen either.
yeah. Okay, so we rewound this about 47 times because Abby's like, "Oh, there's something you see in here that you're gonna need to know." And not even kidding, watched it like 47 times, and I'm like, "What is it?" She's like, "I can't tell you." So I don't know. I mean, I saw a bunch of different shit.
there's a huge scene in there that I
She's
didn't
not.
remember
She's
them
like,
killing.
"It's not it. It's what." That's all she said. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means, but so I guess I'm just a fucking dipshit moron.
No, it's
Yeah,
because you
know. You don't know. You haven't seen it
watching it out
It-
of context, you'd have no idea. But they do show a huge scene in this.
Was that Walder Gray on the fucking throne, the Iron Throne?
They did show. I noticed they show one dude sit down that we haven't seen
It
yet.
looked like Walder Gray.
Frey.
Frey.
I don't know who Walter Gray is.
It looked like him that sat down and then
I thought
the green shit. That's the what was the green shit called?
The wildfire?
sign?
no, I think green shit's right.
Wildfire.
Right?
Wildfire.
Yeah, they show that.
Wildfire. No, but yeah, I watched it 15 times. What the fuck? This bitch is on the fucking camera lens. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god. Wow.
Hess has never seen a fly before.
Not its underbelly.
Just its overbelly.
I've never seen a fly from underneath.
Were you aroused?
Oh my god.
And then in my face. That was funny.
But yes, there's a couple scenes in those flashes that
I thought it was only the Mad King that they were showing.
no, they show there's like a one still thing that I noticed watching it that I guess we didn't because me and him went frame by frame just to see what it was, and we didn't see.
They
that
literally
part.
showed one, like the first 4 scenes are just repeated like 10 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like the dragon flying over a city.
we haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
that
Haven't
yet.
seen that yet.
Yeah, me and him haven't seen that yet.
Oh, none of us have.
Yeah, so there's some, but there's
That wasn't creepy.
there's a major scene in there that they showed that when I saw that watching back I was like, oh fuck,
That
they
you guys have seen?
Yeah, I think it's coming up
Okay.
this season. I think it could be
We-
it could be the beginning of next season, like the first episode, or the end of this one. I'm not positive.
I can't wait to see what episode you put in right here when you do the
It's
do the podcast.
it's amazing.
It's pretty damn good. And
But see, they can do that.
computers can do that.
Like what? Like
No,
what?
but I mean, it's a quick montage, and
Yeah.
so if you don't know what you're looking for, they can put whatever the fuck they want. They can put out a goddamn show ends for all we know, but we don't know because we don't know.
That's the fucking poetic. But
Put that on a
Right?
t-shirt.
the problem is they have to film it.
Yeah.
Right? I understand all that.
So I mean, they can't put the end of the show if they haven't filmed it.
But I mean, I'm just saying, you never know.
This is our podcast. We're just going.
I'm just saying, like, you don't really know. I mean, there could be, right?
I mean, yeah, they definitely could. They could pull a
For all-
how
for
I
all
Met Your
we
Mother
know,
from the last scene.
In that montage
They
was
didn't.
the end of the show.
No, because there's
No.
people like me and him that do this just like how we did with Westworld. They put out a thing for it. We download it and then skip frame by frame
Yeah.
to see every scene. In
That's
it.
how we saw the.
That's yep. We saw that
just-
Charlotte Hill was a host because we skipped. I was like, holy fuck, she's there looking at her
Yeah.
own body.
Remember, we didn't know who was in her as a host. But,
Right.
although we should have figured that out.
Probably yeah. But yeah, there's
Um,
some really cool shit in there.
So, Sam and Gilly arrive at Hornhill.
Gilly had her baby.
We meet
Rest in peace.
Papa.
Papa. And at the same time, Tommen's like talking to the High Sparrow, and then
So annoying.
he lets Tommen speak to Marjorie, and
Yeah.
she's like brainwashed,
Oh, yeah.
but
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
completely faking. Correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you think she's real or faking?
Didn't cross my mind.
You don't. Oh, so you thought it was just that she was brainwashed?
Yeah.
If you remember last
Because
episode,
I remember while we were watching it, I thought she was faking it. And because she talked to her brother before, was like, you can't give in to them no matter what, you can't win. And he's like, I don't fucking care. I just want out of here.
Because I just want to get out of here. And then now, all of a sudden, she's like, I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. But it didn't cross my mind watching it.
And I think Tommen's so
Stupid.
stupid,
Naive.
naive, more naive than stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He just falls for it and wants her to be happy, wants her not to be in that situation. So he's just
Right.
going to go for it.
I was kind of hoping for a little battle there on the steps.
Yeah, I remember the first time I watched it, I was too.
We were like, oh, fuck, this is going to be cool.
I want, because Lord Tyrell, Mace Tyrell was going to take some fucking names the way he was like.
What if he's like a secret Yoda?
He's not.
And
a
he like
secret
pulls
Yoda.
out things, starts jumping off the walls, and it's like, yeah.
He's like, they've got my children. And Jamie's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's just funny.
Yeah. The dog-filled episode.
Yeah, so then we have, I called this one Dinner with the Tarleys.
Uh-huh.
So we got Daddy at the top, Lord Tarley. Forgot his first name.
I don't
Didn't
know.
write it down.
I don't care.
He's in it though. Like he's in it a lot next season.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't end here since he took the fucking sword.
Well, yeah. So he calls Sam fat. Gilly sticks up for him. And
I
then,
would have ate like every piece of bread on that thing if he would have said that to me.
that'll teach him.
I would have literally just shoved it all in my mouth.
Yeah, Sam did the opposite. He just cowered. No,
Well, yeah.
and then just cowered and let Gilly speak for him, which was kind of weird. But
Yeah.
the mom gets fed up, leaves, takes the daughters, and Gilly. And then the dad's like, yeah, I'll raise your grandkid and her. She can work in the kitchen, but you need to get the hell out of here. But then he takes them with him
Yeah.
and steals the sword. Doesn't
Yeah,
steal it.
I don't know if that was a good idea, but
Of course it's a good idea. You're going to fight White Walkers and you need Valerian steel.
Yeah, he needs the Valerian steel.
true.
So,
I think they specifically made sure to mention that.
yeah. It's like, hey, get the fucking sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unlike John when he left the dragon glass, he grabbed the sword.
Yeah.
True that, homie.
I guess what I didn't mention because we were probably talking about flies or something. It was Benjen that saved Mira.
Yeah, Uncle Benjamin.
He doesn't
Headless
reveal
Horseman?
he doesn't reveal himself
Yeah, the headless horseman.
till the end, but that was pretty cool. I liked how he was just like fucked them up with like
Yeah, that was a really cool
fireball
scene.
and shit.
I told him
Yeah.
what I found interesting about this is the other day when me and him did our theory video for the upcoming season of Game of Thrones, and I was looking through Reddit, I saw someone put a picture on there, and it was like the editor for George R. R. Martin or whatever, but she wrote down, hey, is this dude Uncle Benjen? And George R. R. Martin just put no on her notes. So I think in the books that might not be him, which is interesting to me.
I honestly feel like that's something where he's like, it was gonna be, but then he knows it is in the show, and then he's like, no, it's not.
Well, I think this happened before the show came out.
Yeah, probably.
So
Just how
it's
I
not
have it
the
in my
case.
head. So Arya watches the play again. Joffrey dies. The whole crowd is like, except for Arya. She's got the biggest smile in the world.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was hilarious. She throws the poison in Lady Crane's rum and then kind of bonds with her afterwards.
Yeah, so then she
Yeah.
goes back and just smacks it out of her hands and says, watch out for that girl. She wants you dead.
And then she goes and grabs Needle and goes to bed.
Yeah, and then they decide to kill her, too.
Decide to kill who?
Arya.
Oh, yeah.
The faces.
Yeah.
The faces.
Don't
men.
let her suffer.
Yeah.
Don't let the girl suffer.
And then we got Marjorie on the steps of the Sept. She's talking. The Sparrow's talking to the crowd, and she's gonna do her walk of atonement. They say.
Yeah.
Jamie and the Tyrells show up with his army. They're gonna.
This is where
Yeah, they square off. It wouldn't have been much of a fight.
No, but it still would have been cool to see.
No, it would have been cool to see. Yeah, totally.
Because they would have been wiped out.
And they're like, nope, she's not gonna do her walk of atonement because we have King Tommen on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, you fucking idiot.
And then that guy's got that like creepy ass smile on his face.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about that?
Not really. I mean, I don't really know where that's going. I mean, I think it's, a whole new perspective because I literally didn't think that she was just faking it.
Oh, I got you.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if it even matters at this
It
point.
just didn't
if
even
she's
cross
faking.
my mind.
I don't think it really matters if she's faking it or not. Do you?
Yeah, it doesn't play in it. Ultimately, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. I just don't think it's real. I think she fakes a lot, actually. I think she's been faking her whole life.
Whole life.
Orgasms.
Oh, for sure. So then Jamie gets punished. He's no longer Kingsguard.
Yeah, they're going to send him away. And he says, I'm not going to go. And then him and
I think
Cersei
he's
probably
been.
fuck.
I think he's been Kingsguard since he was like 17.
He says something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and so him and Cersei discuss what's going on, and she actually has like the cooler head of the two.
Yeah, and it made sense to me this episode, like
Yeah,
why she does and all that.
and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have my trial. I have trial by combat, and I got the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna win, and it's gonna be you and me." And I was like, "I like it better when you're like a nutbag."
But
Right, but I mean, not everything goes the way you plan it, but cooler heads prevail sometimes.
yeah, it's fun. Watching this originally, you're like, oh wow, she's calm.
Yeah.
And then it all makes sense once we get to everything.
Yeah.
When the mountain loses and she fucking loses her shit.
Maybe.
Who's he gonna lose?
Yeah, who do you
to?
think the mountain would lose to?
You never know.
If he had a fight, like, do you think there's anybody that could beat the mountain, like logistically?
Buster
I'm sure
Douglas?
yeah, I'm sure there's someone. Mike Tyson.
Oh no, that'd be a cool fight. Mike Tyson versus the mountain.
But see, the mountain has a sword.
Yeah, but Mike
Like,
Tyson.
he loses his sword.
Where?
It's under his bed somewhere. He can't find it. Too many toys.
Yeah.
You don't. Do you remember when he crushed that guy's
He hit it in
skull?
a pile of rocks, and he went to go find it, and it was gone.
Well, Mike Tyson could punch his helmet off and then bite his ear off.
I don't think he could reach his ear, to be honest. Mike Tyson's like
Maybe not.
5'9".
We'll get him a step stool.
He's a little guy, yeah.
So the Blackfish has River Run. Walder Gray, as we call him.
Yes, Walder Gray.
Wants his 2 fucking retards to take it back. So he's gonna.
I thought that was interesting. I did not expect to see him come back into the picture.
Who, Walder Frey?
Yeah.
Well, that's because he thought he was Walter Gray.
Yeah, he's back in the picture, all right. Well, because like they're just in. You got the north and you got King's Landing. He's kind of like in the middle, you know. And he's gonna use Edmure to get the Blackfish to give up the castle.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't worry, you're going home."
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation, but like everybody hates Walter Frey, and that's why everyone's turning against him now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna send Jaime to go help because he's got supposedly he's got the backing of Lannisters.
I remember that being a cool episode, but I can't remember like exactly why. But I remembered enjoying that.
Yeah, I don't like the way the Blackfish treats Jaime, but he totally deserves it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then Uncle Benjen does reveal himself to Mira and Bran. I thought it was cool. I didn't remember that he actually explains why.
Yeah, I didn't either. I always remembered wondering how he became that way, and then he just tells you, and I was like, oh, I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, me too. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
So
Yeah, he was stabbed by, was it the Night King or?
No, the children of...
No, originally. He said he was stabbed with an ice sword.
Oh, yeah, he was stabbed by just a White Walker.
Okay, with an ice sword, and then the children, the tree people, put dragon glass into his chest, just like how they made the Night King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I never realized that.
Because in episode 5, they showed how the tree people made White Walkers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just discussed that, but yeah, rewatching this, I was like, how does he get like this? And because he's not a White Walker, but he's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But then they literally just tell you right in the episode.
Yeah.
They just reverse or stop the process, right?
Yeah, which is
they basically paused it.
Yeah. Which is weird.
So you can reignite it.
I don't know.
Well, it's not this episode, and maybe in the future, so they might be a little bit of a spoiler. But like, I don't think he can go past the wall.
Yeah, I don't think he's allowed to.
I think he takes them to the wall, and he's like, "All right, have a good time there. Aren't you coming with us?" He's like, "Oh no, I can't go past that."
Yeah.
And I don't know why he knows that.
Yeah.
But he does.
Interesting.
But the wall's supposed to have magic in it too.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
And then to end this beautiful episode, Daenerys has like a rally.
Yeah.
In the desert
I
on
said again
Drogon.
to him, she gets her dragon and she's yelling to the crowd, and I was like, there's no fucking way everybody's hearing her talk. She does it all the time, but everyone in the back like, what the fuck is this bitch saying? She's always yelling, we can't hear her.
Oh, all those guys in the back are CGI'd anyways.
Yeah. But I don't know why they do that so much. They need to give her like a Game of Thrones megaphone or something.
You're the only one that brings it up. So
He thought about it one episode too.
All right, you're the only two.
Because we can't be.
You have to be.
There's more.
Yeah, there's always more.
There's always more.
You're never the only one. I'm not the only one that wonders about testicles in Game of Thrones, and I'm not the only one that wonders about.
You're the only one who talks about them constantly.
I can't. I can never be the only one. Yeah, but then so we're done with both these episodes.
That's it. That's all, folks. I raced through that 6th episode.
Yeah, good because we're way into.
Well, to be fair, it's a lot of stuff that's like longer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I did like the rally in the desert on a dragon.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was like, hey, I'll be right back, and I think the dragon grew again. That fucker just does not stop growing.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
I think if you kept them, I think like turtles, like if you keep them in something small, they don't ever get bigger. But if you leave them out,
that's what they kind of mean. They didn't compare them to turtles like you did, but that's what Tyrion basically said.
I thought that was breeding them more.
He said that if they kept them in cages, and then they were the size of like a cat or something.
Yeah, I guess I just thought it was. I didn't think it was because they kept them in cages. I thought it was because like they just kept.
No, he said he said them in captivity makes them stay small, something like that.
Do we ever see the other 2 dragons?
Yeah, we see them again. I don't remember when,
Boy, do we.
but
Okay.
we see them again for sure.
We get a lot of dragon stuff.
Yeah.
I just didn't know because it kind of, they took off and we haven't seen them
Yeah.
since.
I did think this episode, like, wow, she fucking favors Drogon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, she's a bit of a cunt of a mother, if you ask me.
She's a bit of a...
Mother of cunt dragons. Oh, I guess her dragons aren't cunts. I don't know how you'd word that, but she's a cunt.
I was going to say a cock holster.
Anything else you guys want to say about these 2 episodes?
We only have 4 more episodes. We're done with season 6.
I know, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Hey, so what are we doing after this? Not after
don't know
this. Not after this.
After Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
I don't know. What do you want to do there, fuckface?
He really wants to do The Sopranos.
I say it's either Sopranos or Breaking Bad.
Why
I'm
only
fine with
those 2?
Sopranos
I don't care either one.
or Breaking Bad, either way.
I mean, they're both coming out with things, so I think it just depends
Movies.
on what things come out first. I think should be the kind of factor.
Why don't we let people comment down below if they got this far?
I said that before, and literally 0 people commented.
I'll just comment
Well,
Sopranos.
and maybe make a poll.
I
Poll.
thought about making a poll of possible shows for people to vote on. But if anybody, even if it's not Sopranos or Breaking Bad, even another show that you like I suggested The Shield or just something.
The Shield would be kind of cool.
I think it should be a show that's either done or has multiple seasons for us to do something like this for. We should do.
I agree with that.
But yeah, I think we really should start trying to figure out what the next thing is.
I mean, just, and then...
At least have an idea soon.
Because what's going to happen is we're going to be done with season 7 in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to have anything until... I mean, we
Yeah,
can
and
do after the show things with Game of Thrones.
we shouldn't
Are we
start.
gonna wait until after the final season airs though to start it?
I think we should, because we shouldn't start like Sopranos and then be like, all right, we're going on pause to do Game of Thrones. That'd be stupid.
Right?
So I think we should do we'll just do a
that's
couple weeks of
true.
us hanging out talking about whatever for like 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Well, we already said we got to come up with a harebrained theory, each of us.
Yeah, so
on our own.
we'll do all that.
A harebrain?
Well, yours will be harebrained. Mine will be right on point.
Wow, you're a fucking
Right.
dick. I want to mention too, people should go check out this podcast on audio. Listen to it in your car, go for a walk. Maybe you could take a bubble bath and listen to this podcast.
If you're on a plane,
Yeah,
on
anywhere
a horse.
you could have headphones on, listen to this podcast. You can download on iTunes, Anchor. You can listen to it on our website, I think.
You think?
It depends if I upload it down there or not.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna try to get on Android as well. And if you have any other places you listen to the podcast that you want us to upload, comment it down below, and we'll try to get it on there. But thanks for watching Random Rumblings this week. See you guys next week for more Game of Thrones.
Peace.
Roar!
That was not a bark.